Happy New Year, everyone. It's finally 2015, and let's just say this is going to be a big year in gaming. That's why I'm making this video my top 5 most anticipated games of 2015. So let's kick back and see what this year is going to bring us.
Number 5. Alright, so Halo 5, any Halo game that pretty much comes out, it's going to automatically make my top 5 most anticipated list for any year. But this one actually probably dropped a few spots recently. A certain multiplayer beta came out, and 343 is, I'm going to tackle that in another video. But Halo 5 is going to make this list because just the story looks so interesting, and really it's going to be really weird without Cortana. Going to be around, spoiler alert if you haven't played Halo 4 yet. But this game's going to be pretty awesome, even just story-wise, even if I don't necessarily agree or like the multiplayer. It still makes this list because, come on, it's Halo, and it's going to pretty much be awesome, at least story-wise, no matter what even happens with the multiplayer. Number 4. So Quantum Break. This is a game that looks like it's going to be insane. I've never seen any game like this where you can stop time in like certain areas or like around a person, and then you can take out that person or do whatever to them. This game looks like it could be easily one of the most innovative games possibly of this generation. This game, what other game can you think of where you can use time like this? I haven't seen one. This is one that I can't wait for. It's going to be just absolutely insane with the amount of depth that you're going to be able to get into gameplay wise. And just watching the gameplay trailer just gets me ready for this game. This is going to be one to really keep an eye on for Xbox One. Number 3. So The Witcher 3, which deserves its spot due to the amount of threes, but The Witcher 3 is a game that I was planning on getting even before I started playing the Witcher franchise a couple months ago. I'm currently in Witcher 2 and I'm loving it right now. Witcher 3 looks like pretty much every open world game, I think post Skyrim, is going to always be compared to Skyrim. That's just how it's going to go. That's how good that game was. But Witcher 3 looks like it's Skyrim turned on its freaking head with all the monster hunting and whatnot that goes on in the Witcher universe and whatnot. But this is a game that looks like it's going to be a really fun, interesting one. You're going to have the choices that are unique and known to the Witcher franchise. There's only choices and consequences. There is no right or wrong. And looks like so far everything is going to be right about Witcher 3 from what I've seen in gameplay and what I've heard from so far. Number 2.
Now, unfortunately for Just Cause 3, I couldn't find any gameplay because there hasn't been any released yet, so I just have to make do with the screenshot video that I found.
Which happens to go with number 2 because number 2 in this franchise kicked ass. Just Cause 3, baby. I can't wait for this game. This is one that I didn't even know if they're going to make a Just Cause 3 because it's been so long since Just Cause 2. I first saw something about it, I think it was the end, or I keep thinking it's 2014, the end of 2013. I saw something about it that was in development, and then I got a Game Informer a couple months ago that has Just Cause 3 as the big story on it, and I was freaking pumped. This franchise is everything Grand Theft Auto wishes it was. Freaking fly around and cause chaos and blow crap up for the sake of blowing crap up. This is a freaking game that I can't wait for. and it still is number 2 compared to what's coming next. Number 1. Tom Clancy's The Division. Ooh boy, this is the big one right here. This is combining 3 of my favorite things in gaming. Open world, shooting, co-op RPG. Which I technically guess it's a MMO they're calling it, but I love these kinds of games. This game is almost like a pipe dream for me in a way, actually, because I love shooting crap, I love playing with friends shooting crap, and I love RPGs. And this game is combining those 3 things, and hopefully will do what Destiny failed miserably at doing. I need an open world RPG shooter that I can play with my friends. And this is freaking doing it. And this game looks like it's going to do it big. This game is literally what I mean, I can't put it any other way than it's a freaking pipe dream coming true for me. Just watching the gameplay and then then after they're about to leave and they go right into a PvP play or a PvP match freaking right away, like out of nowhere. That looks so freaking sick. Oh my god, this is one that I pray to God comes out this year, because it could be the freaking game of the generation if it lives up to what it should be able to do. This is the big one right here, folks. This is my number 1.
Well, there it is, folks. That's my top 5 most anticipated games of 2015. I know some people might be a little surprised about The Division taking the top spot, but for what that game's bringing to the table, there's no way I can pass that up as even being higher than Just Cause 3. Unfortunately, Halo 5 has dropped itself from probably what would be about a 3 in the spot to all the way back to 5. And I'll have to talk about that multiplayer beta here in a little bit. That's probably going to be my next video. An honorable mention, though, from the top 5 that couldn't quite make it would be the new Legend of Zelda game that's coming out. That game for Wii U looks really awesome. The way that game looks, it just sets itself apart from just about any other game that's out there right now. But I'd love to hear your guys' top 5s if whoever watches this. Please post it in the comments. Maybe I can find a new game that I haven't heard of yet, maybe. That might be a little hard to do at this point, though. But always like, rate, and subscribe. And let us know how we're doing. So, thanks for watching.